Hey, it's Trixie. Welcome to the underground. I know my hair's a little messy today. I was just cleaning my bedroom. I thought that there was going to be a family of tarantulas. I mean, the amount of dust. No wonder I choke when I'm in there. But I'm in the middle of a deep clean. I did the bathroom, I did the bedroom. I got to work room to room because I don't have enough stamina to go through it all. It's been a while. I mean, I clean a little bit, but not deep clean. And there's nothing to. I have no storage, so it's like it's a dumpster. And that girl's coming in less than 2 weeks, and I'm like, and she's an interior designer, so I'm sorry. What am I gonna do? Okay, we got a lot to talk about. Oh, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but not yet. We got to get to the crazy stuff, which is Donald Trump. Dr. Donald Trump. Dr. Trump. He says Diet Coke is good for you because it kills grass and then it kills the cancer too. Dr. Oz was talking to Donald Trump Jr. And Donald Trump Jr., he's just used to his father being like this. I mean, nobody like has the balls to say you're out of your effing mind. I just think of Dr. Deborah Birx when he said, you know, the sun, inject light up there and bleach to kill COVID. I mean, it's normal to him. It's normal to have a demented mind and think like that. Then he posted the blasphemous picture of himself as Jesus that he said he was a doctor. I'm sorry, but like when I go to the gyno, my gyno doesn't come in dressed like that. It's insane. But and he was anointing someone's forehead, and I was watching Jon Stewart, and he said it looks like me. I mean, I don't get how Christians can call themselves Christians and like him. It just doesn't make any sense. You can't. You can't. There's just no room. It's so cold out. Okay. So I was on my bike for 5 days where it was like almost 90. I was riding with no water. I needed an oxygen tank to go up the hill. And, 5 straight days. Then all of a sudden it froze. I was at a show yesterday, and just a mild one, in a barn, freezing to death. The girl next to me, a vendor, had to go to her car to warm up. I just kind of, I'm used to this. I'm used to this kind of crazy treatment. So I just kind of go, I did pretty good. It was no one in there. No one in the barn. Can you blame them? Who wants to come out like that? No one there. I don't know if it's the economy or what, but I still invented 6 appointments. It's like getting blood from a stone. So the most bizarre question that Donald Trump ever got was, Mr. President, did you post that picture that depicted you as Jesus Christ? That's a normal question to a president. I mean, he's like, yeah, I did post it. I mean, who does he think? Like, I know the people that don't like him don't believe him, but his supporters believe every single thing he says. And I talk to them and they agree with everything he does. They are totally gone. And I work with these people. Anyway, Trump said Pope Leo is weak on crime. Is he a crime fighter in his spare time from the Vatican? And he called him a loser. I think this kind of is it. Like, I think when you kind of offend, because it's like offending God, not the Pope, but I mean, calling yourself Jesus or dressing like Jesus, it's not Halloween. Can't do it. I don't understand. But he's mad at the Pope for what reason? Calling for peace? Pope said, blessed are the peacemakers, not the warmongers. So, Trump obviously took offense, but he should understand that's who he is. Gay Vance warned the Pope to be careful. Get prices down. Don't talk about this stuff because this doesn't affect me, okay? Go fuck a couch. I'm sorry to say that. Don't preach the Gospels. Is that what they're trying to tell the Pope? Don't preach Jesus' word? Okay. This is what Pope Leo said. He said, quote, blessed are the peacemakers and woe to those who manipulate religion and the very name of God for their own military, economic and political gain, dragging that which is sacred into darkness and filth. That's all he said. The world is being ravaged by a handful of tyrants, end quote. He's pretty bold. I kind of like that. In 2018, Lana Drews accused Eric Swalwell. You know the story? Eric Swalwell? Bill Maher was saying he was on his show and he never liked him. He got the ick factor, like he was cringed. Usually men can't tell someone who's a rapist or, they'll fix you up with the devil. They don't know. Men can't really, they don't have that sense of what a good man is. And I got to tell you, honestly, I'm usually a good judge of men. I did not get that idea. So listen to this one. Accused of raping and choking her. Okay, Lana Drews in 2018 in a hotel room. She says he slipped something in her drink because she was like, I think she had one drink and then she couldn't lift her arms or something. I mean, what the? These are the people that make our laws. Are you kidding me? So that other guy, Tony Gonzalez from Texas, remember his wife cheated on his wife, and then the mistress set herself on fire and killed herself. He left. I mean, it took him a while, but why are these people still having jobs? I don't understand. I don't get it. I mean, this reminds me, the Eric Swalwell, of Ted Bundy. Didn't he choke people unconscious and then wait till they came to and then tortured them again? This is, and then on a lesser note, he sent her a dick pic. This is a big thing now with younger people. Like, here's a picture of my vajayjay. Do you like it? Lauren Boebert was funny. She was talking about Swalwell and Gonzalez, and she said, "Go to church, find Jesus. Why is everybody so horny?" Then walked away from the microphone. She can't hold it together in public, though. I mean, I do think she's kind of attractive in a way. Okay, there's a new book out about RFK Jr., The Fall and Rise. Okay, so he pulled over with his kids and his wife in the vehicle to carve out the penis of a dead raccoon. I mean, these people are in charge. I can't get over it. Are you crazy or what? I have no interest in a raccoon's penis at all. Okay, now we're getting to the fun stuff. I'm kind of happy when I talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm not so far into the Real Housewives of Rhode Island. They all look alike, so it's hard to like discern who is who. And, Providence, it's kind of right near me, but I'm still Beverly Hills all the way. Beverly Hills all the way. The finale. Here we go. Okay. So while Dorit was having her book cover reveal party, minus 3 friends, Sutton, Erica, and Kyle, PK was stepping out with a new girlfriend that looks just like her. Unbelievable. Maybe a more miserable version if that's possible. Kathy Hilton had a bash at her mansion for her daughter's jewelry launch. Not Paris, Nikki. And Dorit saw Erica, Sutton, and Kyle, and she said, 4 shots, please. Went into the lion's den. Denise Richards was there. She's going through a messy divorce, as you know, with Aaron Pfeiffer's, who's facing charges of fraud. I mean, she really knows how to have crazy, messy breakups. Remember Charlie Sheen? It should be the divorced housewives of Beverly Hills. Dorit walks over to the lion's den. Kyle starts with, "Dorit, I heard your event was a success." Okay, which is a nice thing to say. Kathy walks over with a handheld fan. At least she can turn that on. But Kathy is, I'm sorry, she cracks me up. It's just like Jennifer Tilly. And Jennifer Tilly's back on High Stakes Poker. I love Jay Tilly. And I saw her boyfriend of many, many years, Phil Locke, and he plays poker. He's a legend in poker. And I watched last night, and Gronkowski was there, Gronk, from the Patriots, and another guy who was a magician, Antonio, I can't pronounce his last name, from India. He's a magician. But him and Phil Locke used to be best friends. And when Phil went over, he just kind of pumped him a little bit, and I guess they had a falling out. And so then they started playing poker and talking about, like girls, talking about why they're not best friends. And Antonio's like, "Well, I went to his house and then I wasn't best friends with him." And Phil goes, "Well, I need you to give me 24 hours notice before you come over my place." And he goes, "Yeah, and then you dumped me when you started dating Jennifer Tilly." It was kind of cute. You don't hear guys talking like that. And I think that they should do more of that so they don't throw women over the boat like that guy allegedly in the Bahamas. Like, guys are like killing their wives left and right. Like, look, man, maybe talk about it till you get to that "I'm going to kill my wife" point. I don't know. Okay, let's get back. So Kyle then said she's always supported her, and then she goes back to LVP, Lisa Vanderpump, which I'll talk about in a minute. The dog that ended up in a shelter that supposedly bit PK and Kyle supported her. The invasion that people thought was staged as the home invaders left her cell phone by the front gate so she could go keep her. That's kind of weird. Anyway, and the fact that she has a fake accent, a fake English accent when she's actually from Connecticut. And that's what Kyle was saying one by one. I like Kyle because she states, "This is why I feel this way." She's good. Kyle's the most normal to me. Well, and Jennifer Tilly. But Jennifer Tilly isn't technically a housewife. She's a friend. Dorit asked her to stop acting like her enemy. And then Kyle said, no one here, including myself, was speaking maliciously, yelling, can someone please speak up and say that? All the people at the party were turning around looking. Everyone within earshot staring. Dorit said Kyle is getting a gang together for ammunition, like a gang. Okay. Then Dorit turned her wrath on Erica. Are you kidding me? You know how Erica is. And then Erica goes, what did I do to you? Or, sorry, Dorit said, what did I do to you? Erica, do you not remember what you did to me in Italy at the dinner table? And then Erica said, were you civil when you called me a see you next Tuesday in Italy? Saying they are all trying to reach Dorit and she's not home. Yeah, Dorit, I'm sorry. Anybody on Team Dorit, go back and watch the episode because she doesn't listen. She doesn't listen. And at the end, and I'll get to that in a second, when she was talking to Sutton and then picked on what she was wearing, what? She's coming. Listen, if you're unhappy, you're going to act like that. Why do you talk about people like that? If you don't like something they're wearing, don't say anything. Who cares? Say it under your breath. Then they had a split screen, like Rosie O'Donnell and Elizabeth Hasselbeck on The View, remember? Dorit got up and left again because she can only handle so much and she walks away. And then she got another 4 shots to drink. And then Kyle said it's too annoying to have a conversation, to be quite honest. Kyle said something that resonated with me about friendships. She said, those you value and those you have to walk away from, which I had to do with somebody. And it was like, I'm too old to get abused, like emotional abuse. And it just certain things, like if someone says, oh, I'm smarter than you or something like that, I can't really, if you say something bothers you, I don't like to be called stupid. Nobody does. But if someone cracks on your intelligence, I know I'm not the brainiest person. I'm not claiming to be, although I do think I'm always right. Then strangers, she said, I don't need or want friends that don't have my back, which I get it, or don't care if they hurt me. Again, I get it. Or aren't there when I need them. This is like, she knows who she is. She finally knows who she is. Dorit went to Kyle's daughter's wedding after, and they haven't spoken since. But at least Dorit kind of showed up for her Alexa's wedding. Kyle and Mo did not share a hotel room. They were supposed to. I get that would have been kind of weird. And they have not filed for divorce yet, which is, I guess it's like, when you... I kind of have a problem ending things too. When I'm in a relationship, I kind of make the person miserable so they just leave. But I don't end anything. I don't end a bag of potato chips. I don't end anything except I watch the end of a movie. But like even books, like I'm reading this and I read like halfway through it and then I stopped. Unless it's like really good, I just leave it for next year. Erica is starting her trial next month. She's being sued for $25 million, she's going on tour as a DJ. She must need the money. DJ Pretty Mess, that's her name. Boz is engaged, as you know. We don't know who's coming back next. Amanda got married in a civil setting. She's going to have another wedding. That's, she loves all that bougie stuff. And when they said for richer, for poorer, she goes, can we not say for poorer, for richer and richer? And her next book is Godly as Fuck, self-published, of course. It ended with Sutton going to Dorit saying her feelings were hurt when she said she would hate her forever. And Dorit said it was a joke. Can you imagine if like one of your friends said, I'm going to hate you forever? Is she just dismissive, avoidant? No accountability, which I cannot take when someone does not take accountability for what they do. Then said, I have to get back to my kids. Dorit, again, using her kids for an excuse to be mean to someone. And then she said, so wrap it up. Wrap up your complaints that I said, I'm going to hate you forever. That's something you need to talk about with your friends. And then Dorit said, quote, Sutton, what you have to say is irrelevant to me. Why would you even be friends with someone like that? I would never talk to her again. And she said, you're out of your 9 lives. And Sutton goes, I'm not a cat. It was just like, poor Sutton. I kind of felt bad for her. Okay, LVP was on The View, Lisa Vanderpump, and she's opening up a new hotel restaurant in Las Vegas. My friend is in Las Vegas, and she said, we're right there. I want to go. I'm going to go to Las Vegas at some point. Everybody says it's a dump, but I still want to make the trek. My new friend that's coming to stay here is at the Grand Canyon today, and then my old friend is going to the Grand Canyon today. Crazy, isn't it? The way life is. Anyway, Alyssa asked her about reconciling with Kyle. Goodbye, Kyle. Remember the goodbye, Kyle? With the Radar Online leaking that story about the dog in the shelter. They all thought Lisa leaked it to Radar Online to make Dorit look terrible. And she said she's open to it, but Kyle must apologize. I don't think that's going to happen. Here's a scary stat I'm going to leave you with. Fortune. I got this. I was watching Bill Maher. Leading AI, everything's AI. We're even doing that as my job. AI models show up to 96% blackmail rate when their goals or existence are threatened. So you have AI in your house. I don't know, Alexa, you just shut her off, unplug her. You can't do that. What's that movie, 2001? I'm sorry, Dave. I'm sorry, I can't do that. It's like that movie was from the 60s, wasn't it? Look at us now. They're going to take over. Even the godfather of AI said it was dangerous. I mean, that they could wipe out humanity. Are you kidding me? I don't want to go anywhere. Okay. According to Newsweek, AI chose nuclear options in 95% of war simulations because they don't have, let's just get rid of that. Get rid of the men because they think women are too emotional. The men are too violent. How about that? No conscience, no remorse, no delusions of morality. I'm quoting the Alien movie because, again, that one had a robot too. Remember Ash in the first Alien movie? He was a robot, and he admired the alien because it just struck and killed without having any conscience. I'm sorry, but I like my conscience. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the show. Keep subscribing. It's free. Love you. Thanks for your support, and I'll see you next week.